Hello, my name is Patricia Hall, and today is October 1st, 2017. I will be talking about the 4 types of bones in the body. There are 5, but we will not be discussing the sesamoid bone today. The other bones that I will be discussing are the long bones, the short bones, the flat bones, and the irregular bones. So let's go ahead and get started with the long bones. Okay, the long bones are greater in length than in width, like those in the arms and legs. For example, let's look at the humerus. See how the humerus is cylinder-like and the length is greater than the width. The function of the long bones is to provide leverage. When the muscles contract, they can provide movement. Although called long bones, it is important to note that it does not necessarily mean that all long bones are big. Another example of long bones is the fingers and the toes. As you can see, the fingers are longer than they are wider, and they also are cylinder-like, as well as the toes. Short bones are another type of bone and are almost as equal in width as they are in length. Their shape is more like a cube, and they have the same amount of thickness in both length and width. They provide stability and support while allowing some movement. It's interesting to note that the only place in the human body where short bones are located is the wrists and the ankles. The wrist bones are the carpals, and these are small cube-like bones. They are the perfect shape to provide stability and support to the hand. The other example of short bones is in the ankle region, called tarsals. If you see here, you can understand the importance of the thick cube-like shape bone in the area. They provide a wonderful foundation for standing, running, and walking. Next is the flat bone. Flat bones are thin and curved. They are the point of attachment for muscles, and they protect internal organs. They also have a greater surface area than any other bone. Flat bones are easy to identify. 2 examples of flat bones are cranial bones on the skull and the sternum, which is better known as the breastbone. Here you can see that the structure is flat with the curve, and these are 2 examples that protect the human internal organs, as the breastbone protects the heart and the skull protects the brain. As you see, there's a flat curvature to both. Last for our presentation are the irregular bones. I'm going to go ahead and turn Scully around. Irregular bones have a complex shape, and that they are not easy to characterize into another specific classification. They contain features like notches and ridges and are a distinct shape. Their job is to protect internal organs. 2 examples of irregular bones are the vertebrae, which we're seeing here, and the facial bones, which we'll show you in just a little while. So the vertebrae protects the spinal cord, which is very important. But even in its structure as the vertebrae, it is irregular. What I mean is that it is divided into 5 regions. The cervical region, which is C1 through C7 at the top. The thoracic, T1 through T12, located in the middle. And the lumbar region, L1 through L5, towards the bottom. The sacral and the coccyx, or the tailbone, are also part of the vertebrae. There are a multitude of facial bones, that are also considered irregular bones. For instance, you have the frontal bone at the top, right here. Sorry, Scully. The frontal bone. And then you have here the maxilla, which is near the nasal cavity. And then right here in the orbital region inside the eye socket, there are several different types of bones there that make up the facial bones altogether.